Our Brand is Crisis takes a shocking look at international politics.
Sandra Bullock and Billy Bob Thornton square off on the campaign trail where nothing matters but winning.
I'm Anthony Mackie. You are watching Made in Hollywood, and here's a scene from Our Brand is Crisis.
She is the brightest and most innovative.
The best campaign strategist in the game.
Responsible for the greatest political upset in history.
You're a fighter, Jane. I'm giving you another shot at the title.
I was so surprised that this goes on in the world, this American political strategist traveling to foreign lands and heading up campaigns. Was this shocking to you?
I wouldn't say shocking. I was surprised, but I was not shocked.
Truth is stranger than fiction, right? I mean, nobody could predict what kind of a circus.
And it's only funny if it's true.
Jane?
Pat?
See, you're still here. They're like intellectual mercenaries. They go wherever the job takes them. A mercenary doesn't care what foreign leader they're killing or getting back from being kidnapped or whatever. That's their job. That's what they do.
It's a presidential campaign in South America. Fragile democracy, economy in real trouble. Our candidate is considered arrogant and out of touch with people's lives.
How far are you behind?
28 points.
What was your relationship like with Sandra on set?
It was great. You know, Sandy's really, really sweet, and it's awesome because she's really over herself. You know, so many people in her position are just so caught into themselves, you know. I'm not coming out my trailer. I have a phone call. I'm going to be late. And she was never that person.
Sandy's
we could
the
talk
greatest.
forever about Sandy. She was amazing. With her being an executive producer on this as well, she worked really closely and really tight with all this, but I think that's probably more so in her work ethic and the way that she is as a person.
She was always astute, always on time, always helpful, and she always was just a member of the crew.
If this were a small town and she wasn't a movie star, she'd be the most loved person in town.
Jane Bodine.
Pat?
So what are you doing here? I thought you retired or gave up or something.
What happened to your hair?
So you still got a great sense of humor.
So much of what happens in this film and in politics is outrageous and just over the top but real.
Yeah.
Like, is that did any of that, like, you think like
Scare
this,
me?
or was this too much?
No, it's never too much. I mean, it's frightening knowledge. It's frightening that adults behave that way. There's people like these people in every big business. They're not talked about because they're the sort of seedy underbelly of things, but it exists everywhere.
I'm gonna strip the bark off you, Bodine.
Anything that has a public image attached to it will fight vigorously in order to sell and execute the image that they want.
Eddie, is this your neighborhood?
There's this one character in this movie named Eddie, and he has a moment where he loses all of his youthful innocence. And to me, that's the most heartbreaking moment in anyone's life. Is, you know, you walk through life with those blinders on, and it's just like, oh, everything is peachy clean, and then you see the actual reality you're living in. And it's just heartbreaking.
Wake up. This is war. There's only one wrong in this. Only one, and that is losing.
Maybe check and see if anyone understood that.
Levanten la mano si hablan inglés.
Gracias.
We've actually dealt with this thing as early as when you're kids. A beauty pageant, it's a student council. You know, we're just, people are, you know, by nature, want people to help them get ahead, and there are people who want to be back there pushing their kid, their candidate, their actor, whatever it is. In the political world and in the corporate world, it's dangerous.
These are the stakes. And I'm not going to stand by and watch as this nation falls apart. This is no longer an election. This is a crisis.
Made in Hollywood.